I'm gonna scan up all of these packages. Yo, as you can see, this shit would definitely not fit in my little car, my little Ford Focus. We finna get up out of here, gang. Y'all see the vibe, my man's is in a Chevy, you hear me? Old school Chevy. Let me walk over here so y'all can see this too. Look, he in a little SUV. I be trying to tell y'all, bro, some of y'all can get it going. Like, he got a little motion. He got a little minivan. Look, they got some minivans over there. Some Sprinter vans right here. Cargo vans over there. Look, man, y'all can get it to go, man. You can get it to go. I'm finna get in this nigga shit. Hold on. Friend, where have you been? Look at him staying hydrated, man. Some got crackers and shit, boy. Boy. Let's get in his van too, bro. Pop out this way. You see what time we on, man. Shalom.
That shit do, man. What's up?
Okay. My shit back, bro. Hey, this is both our van now. This one got cooling and tires and shit. This is my van now. I'm finna go hop in another nigga shit. Let's see if he start tripping. You need any help?
No, thank you very much.
You sure?
Of course, thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much for asking.
You welcome, Birdie. Yeah.
What's good?
Yeah.
You know, top hat of the warehouse. Top hat of the warehouse, you know. My establishment, man.
Say it again.
Top hat of the warehouse. You know how we do, man.
What that mean?
That means I'm the top dog. I'm the most important, the most crucial.
He said he the most important. Man, open up this van, man.
Yeah, see that?
I mean, in this Benz. See, niggas get niggas get a Mercedes Benz, start acting weird, bro.
Pay to get in there.
Niggas start.
Hey, see, now you in debt.
He said I'm in debt. I'm in debt because I got in your Benz, bro.
Pay to get up in there.
Niggas get a little Benz, start acting weird with me.
Oh, man, that's a big Benz. That's big Benz.
Niggas get a little Benz, start acting weird. Man, let me off in here, man. Let me off in here, man. This is my van, bro. That nigga got a little trash everywhere, don't he? That nigga off that monster. That boy crazy. Look, that's all his shit right there. They be out there thugging for real, man. I'm finna slide up out of here, man. This shit whack. You hear me talking shit? I'm up out of here, man. This shit whack, man. Yeah. I'm up out of here, man. Y'all pull up on me in my route, bro. Pull up on me. He don't even know I'm on him. You ain't even see me, huh? Look at you. You ain't even see me, man. I'm a ninja. You'd have been the dead soldier. He said, I would have been the dead soldier.
Very, very much.
Dang, you got me some Cheetos. Dang.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now I'm up Cheetos. Here, get you a bag, man.
Okay, thank you,
Yes, sir. I'm finna get these Cheetos to him. I'm finna get these to him. See what I'm saying? You gotta be a blessing to people sometimes, man. Now we up out of there. We're gonna honk a little bit before we go backwards so niggas know to move. So they know to move, you hear me? Hey bro, this our Friday, man. It's Thursday. But this our Friday. It's our Friday. Move in the spirit, you hear me? I gotta wash my hands, man. What's good? So I just got on the highway. Just left the station. I got like a whole hour before I make it to my first stop in Coffeyville, Kansas. So I decided, I've been putting it off for a little bit. I decided I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit about my route and being a medical carrier. Some of the pros and cons that I see, some of the pros and cons that I have experienced. So it'll be better, it'll be easier for me to think of it like, you know, think of some good stuff. If I was doing a Q&A, people just had questions, but I gotta do extra work. So let's start with some things that I would like to know if I was a beginner and I never had any experience with being my own boss, being a medical carrier, being a sole proprietor, what I would want to know. So, starting off, I had the benefit of being like, all right, let me slow down. In the benefit, I got to get experience because I wasn't just the direct subcontractor. I was not working with Sure Express. My friend had the contract. He had this exact contract, this exact van, and he was like, bro, drive for me, and I'll pay you this much. I was like, all right, bet. So he took care of everything. He had the contract with the warehouse, with Sure Express. So he took care of the commercial insurance on the vehicle that I was driving. He took care of all of the gas. When I tell you that used to be beautiful. I used to just swipe his car and fill up on gas and go. It didn't matter. What else? Pike passes. I ain't give it. Hey, I'm just driving through that thing. It's on him to take care of it. Something going on with the car, all I had to do was just let him know that, hey, bro, the car making a different noise. You know what I'm saying? He did tell me to do my my pre-check, like before you get on the road, before you start your day, before you start driving, getting through there, making all your deliveries. It's really wise to pop your hood, make sure you got, you know, coolant, make sure your oil levels is right, check your transmission oil, just make sure your shit is at operating levels, make sure your headlights is working, check all of your blinkers, make sure your brake light is working. These are just like general things that you would do when you're in the driving industry, and it's called like a pre-check. And you just check your vehicle, inspect it, and make sure there's no problems. Check your tire pressure, make sure your wheels is aired up, or not wheels, make sure your tires is aired up before you hit the road. He did have me do that. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't doing it every day, but I was doing it like multiple times a week. So I probably do it like 2 or 3 times a week. Because it's basically like I'll be so in tune with the car, I drive the car every day
for multiple hours. I'll just be in tune with the car. I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? I just be feeling it. If she started getting sick, I can hear it. I can see that she riding rough. Like right now, we're gonna make sure, this is our Friday. Today, Thursday, it's July 3rd, so tomorrow's a federal holiday, so we don't work tomorrow. We got a 3-day weekend, so I'm gonna make sure I get the oil change. I'm gonna do the oil change sometime this weekend. What I was saying though was basically he took care of everything on the vehicle. He paid for all of the oil changes. If something needed to be replaced, he would fix all of that. So it was kind of cool stepping into it like that because I got to see what I was finna be stepping into. I got to see what I was stepping into. And his was even tougher because he had multiple drivers. So he was doing that for me and like 3 other people. And there's just so many things that just be happening on the road. And it'd be like, damn. So he was getting stressed out, jumping in between all these vehicles, trying to maintain them. Plus, he was running a route himself, and he didn't really have nobody. Like in a situation like that, you got multiple drivers, and you driving, you in the vehicle, you still in that truck. It's gonna get stressful for you. You need some very good vehicles, just some reliable vehicles that's not gonna give you a lot of problems, and you need like a runner. When I say runner, I'm really trying to express like someone who's going to be available to help you do small tasks to make sure the vehicles are up and running. Like you want to have somebody who's available. If a car needs to go to a shop and get worked on, he's available. If a car needs to just, you know what I'm saying? Basically, that's what I'm saying. If somebody go down and they local, your runner can pull up on them, whatever your drivers might need help with, flat tire, whatever, who knows? I'm just speaking loosely right now. That way you ain't got so much stress and so much things on your plate. Because you want to be able to systemize your business, automate your business to where things are happening automatically. Like if I was to go down, my first procedure would be to call the runner. Not call the big boss, it'd be to call the runner. Like, hey bro, heads up, I'm down over here in Coffeyville. I may need such and such. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think it's my alternator. And the runner like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a report to the boss, let him know the situation. And you know what I'm saying? That's what you would want, to where, you as the big boss, the owner of the business, don't got to drive out to Coffeyville, save somebody, and then somebody else call you. Then you want to have procedures in place. So that's if you're really trying to grow this company, grow this business. That's what I can foresee. But all of that stuff costs money. If you just running it, if you're just trying to employ yourself, then it's going to be a lot chiller. It's going to be a lot easier, You ain't got to worry about somebody else in your vehicle. You in your vehicle, if you're taking care of your vehicle, getting it maintenance, you going to be okay. So you want to have a mechanic or mechanics that you can go to when you're in the bind. Because let's say it's the middle of the week, it's Wednesday, and you can't drive your car, or you can't drive your cargo van because something on it messed up. It's Wednesday, you still got an obligation to be there Thursday. Like, this is something you need to know as a beginner. You don't get to call in. If you're an independent contractor, you're a business. Businesses don't get to call in sick. Employees can call in sick, but businesses cannot. You still got to show up and get the job done regardless. When the last time you pulled up to the hospital and the hospital was just closed? They don't close. You know what I'm saying? They have business. So that's kind of what's expected of you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a sole proprietor, as a contractor. You're expected to get it done. That's what you're doing. That's why it's a contract. 5 days a week, you signing yourself up to be able to provide this service without fail. That's why you get paid the way you get paid. So if you can get a backup driver, that'll be excellent. If you can get a backup vehicle, that'll be excellent. Because you still got a duty. If your car go down, don't nobody care, bro. No one gives a fuck, just to be honest. You got a job. You got to get stuff done. It is what it is. Man up. You got to complete the mission. Period. No ifs, ands, buts about it. So, if your car was to go down on a Wednesday, you need a mechanic that you can get your car to, and he gonna come mess with you and get it done quick. Or you need to be savvy enough to be able to get through there a little bit. You need to be, you really want to be savvy enough to at least identify what's going on with your car. Like what's the problem? What's causing my car to sound like this? What's making it not be operatable? You need to be able to just know what's going on a little bit. Like, I'm not that good with cars, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I might be able to diagnose it sometimes, most of the time-ish. And I kind of got that experience. If you don't got that experience, don't be afraid. I would still encourage you to do the independent carrier thing, because some stuff you can't prepare for. Some of it you gotta kind of just go through it, and then that's how you're gonna get the experience. Like, I learned more about cars just being in the transportation industry. Being in the transportation industry definitely made me know. It helped me learn more about vehicles. I ain't no mechanic, I'm far from that, but I know more stuff than I used to know, for sure. Having a backup car is good, I already said that. Can't call in sick, said that. Having a backup driver is a great idea, just in case, you know. Okay, so that's a beautiful pro. This is a pro. Let's say you want to go to Las Vegas. You want to go for 3 days, 4 days. You want to go in the middle of the week. You ain't got to call in. You ain't got to miss out on no money. You don't got to put in PTO. You ain't got to do that. You can leave as much as you want. You're not going to be making that much money. But you can technically go leave your job whenever you want, as long as you got a backup driver. Like, hey, bro, I need you all day. I need you all week. Is you available? If you got a backup driver who available, and they know how to do the thing, they know you can trust them in your vehicle. You know they're going to run the route. You already trained them in your warehouse. If they got a background check, and I think it's a background check, like a drug check, make sure, you know what I'm saying, they straight. I know at my warehouse, this is what I can do. I can have a backup driver. As long as I let my manager warehouse know, and that backup driver actually took a drug test, then we good. As long as I trained them, and he took a drug test for Sure Express, I'm good. I can have them drive for me full time if I wanted to. I don't have to be in this seat right now driving, but I can still be making money because I pay my driver something reasonable and a reasonable amount of money to do my job in my absence. I'm gonna take care of the gas. I'm gonna take care of the insurance. I'm gonna take care of the bike pass. I'm gonna take care of all of the maintenance. I just need you to drive. So at the end of the day, with my route and with my numbers, I'm still making money. I'm not losing money. I technically would be making passive-ish income. You know what I'm saying? I still be making passive income. So if I wanted to go out of the town, out of the country, as long as I got a good backup driver, this still is motion. This still moving. You know what I'm saying? This still gonna work. So that's beautiful. If you working as an employee at another job, bro, you don't have that option. You're not there, you're not making no money. And you can't call in for a week. You can't call in for 2 weeks. You can't just come put somebody in your spot. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So this is the power of entrepreneurship. Now imagine if I had if I had 2 drivers, if I had 3 drivers, and I put them in their own vans, and you know, I would feel like it's really a business. Sometimes I hate saying I got 2 businesses, because this don't feel like a business for me. This just feel like my day job. This feel like I just self-employed myself. It feel like a job, which I don't mind it. You know, it's easy, and I make pretty decent money with this. But you know, the potential is there. It can make more money. It's pros to it. You ain't got nobody breathing down your back. You know, you got freedom. I can pull over right now and take a nap if I really needed to. I could stop by a restaurant and give me some food if I really was hungry. You know what I'm saying? I can take a break whenever I want to. I don't feel like, I never really just take breaks because I don't feel like I need one. And like, I'm on my own time for the most part. I want to speak about timing. I want to speak about time some more. So my route is different. Don't expect that if you watching my videos and you jump into this industry and you have some different warehouse and you got your route gonna look exactly like mine. It's not. It's gonna be different. So I think most people's routes are timed. When I say timed, I mean like the stops. Certain stops, you gotta deliver the freight by a certain time. My route isn't like that. I only got one time stop, and I'm usually always early. Like, I'm usually like 45 minutes early on average, 30 minutes early, an hour. I'm always early to the stop. It's my first stop in Coffeeville. I gotta be there by 9. I'm usually there by like 8:15, 8:20, 8:25. But that's the only time stop I got. Any of my other stops and deliveries, as long as I get there before they close up their pharmacy, then I'm good. From what I know, I believe that's what it is. As long as I'm there before they close, I'm good. So yeah, I just wanted to put that on y'all radar. Y'all stops may be timed, so you might be in a, you know, you might not be able to chill as hard as I chill on mine. Yeah. What else? What else? So some of the cons, you might not see it yet because you might not have no experience. Some of the cons is anything that goes wrong on your route, it's on you. Because you're not an employee. You're your own boss. You're a sole proprietor. We expecting you to do the job. We don't care what get in the way. We don't care if you caught a flat tire. We don't care. Speaking of flat tires, you want to make sure you got good tires, good wheels. I actually need to replace one of mine. I bought 2 new ones up here. That back one was good, in good condition. That one in the back right was balding a little bit, so I need to go stand on business, because if I get a flat tire, it's gonna be on me. So some of the cons is everything is on you. Everything that you gotta pay for is gonna come directly out of your pocket. So you need to be able to squeeze a little bit of money before, you need to have a little capital. You need to have a little money saved up. Maybe like a month's worth of money, a month's worth of expenses, you probably gonna be able to slide. Like, I be telling y'all, if I drive this van 5 days a week, like if I drive this van every day for the whole month, 5 days a week, every day my gas, I end up spending like $65 in gas to run my route. At the end of the month, when you total it all up with my other expenses like insurance, bike pass, what else I'll be paying for? Oil changes, that's almost a monthly thing because I'm in this car often. So you're gonna get oil changes more frequently because you're driving the hell out of this car. So you need to keep up with it. Don't be trying to go 15,000 miles without getting the oil change. Don't be trying to go 10,000 miles without getting the oil change. I think I get mine like every 5,000 to 7,000 miles, and really I be doing it myself. So if you go into a shop, it's gonna cost more. Go ahead and make that investment. You're gonna have to buy you a little oil pin catcher. You're gonna have to buy you like an oil bucket, to pour your old oil into it. You gonna have to go buy you some oil, buy you an oil filter, buy you the little oil filter tool to take off the oil filter. That's really all you need, if I'm not mistaken. You need a little a funnel so you can pour your oil in your engine, and it's pretty much all you need from what I can think of right now. But everything coming out of your pocket, that's one of the cons. If you're not used to that, you're gonna really see it as a con. I don't really see it as a con no more. That's just a part of entrepreneurship. That's just a part of what it is. It's not really a con. That's just how it is. That's just life at this point. But for somebody who knew, they might be used to being an employee, and it might catch them off guard. Like, damn, I'm making money, but I'm always spending money. It feel like I ain't even making nothing. It's like, you is making money, bro. There's a lot of upside to what you're doing as an entrepreneur. But yes, you do gotta pay for all of your gas. Yes, you do gotta pay your commercial auto insurance, which is a little bit more expensive than regular insurance. You do gotta pay for pre-maintenance on your vehicle. You do gotta pay for, et cetera, et cetera. You might need to buy you a work phone. You know what I'm saying? You do gotta pay for some stuff. So by the end of the month, I'm gonna spend like $1,400, $1,500 to do this job. And really, if you're really being strategic and you're being smart, you know that at the end of the year, you have to pay taxes on all of the money you then made. But you're gonna have a beautiful opportunity in front of you to pay less taxes than what you might really should be paying taxes on. If you're being smart, you take it, you got something on your phone so where you make these business transactions, you got a picture of the receipt, you uploading it. That way, whenever it's time for you to file your taxes, you got tax write-offs. So let's say I'm giving you fake numbers, but I'm gonna make it simple because I want you to understand it. So let's say 2025, you made $100,000 even. You made 100K, congratulations. You might need to pay, I don't really know the numbers, y'all. I'm throwing fake numbers out there. Let's say you owe $30,000 in taxes. So damn, now you owe 70K. I mean, now you only made 70K because you gotta pay $30,000 in taxes. What you gotta understand is that if you've been smart all year and you've been keeping up with all of the payment, all of the things you done bought, the tires you done bought, the stuff for your oil changes you done bought, you bought a phone for your business, get all of the gas that you done bought and put into your vehicle to drive to do this business, all of that stuff is considered a tax write-off. So let's say you spent $20,000 on all of that shit throughout the year. You spent $20,000 on your business to do the job. You can put that on your tax report, on your tax write-offs, and instead of owing $30,000, you might owe 10K. You see what I'm saying? You might owe 10K. Don't be scared, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if you really cold, I ain't gonna say too much. If you're really cold, you might not even have to pay that. It's a possibility. If you're really cold, if you're really nice with it, if you really know what you're doing. It's people who be paying $0 in taxes because they got tax write-offs, they buying certain things for their business, and they know how to write it off, and they know how to keep all of their money that they made. So, yeah. Now, if you was just an employee, if they taking $30,000 off the top of your money, then that's just what it is. That's just what it is. You can't stop them. You can't do nothing about it. It is what it is. You hear me? It is what it is. You ain't getting it back. One second. What you should know is, if you never really done this before, it'd be women that work at these places that, like it's only one woman, no, two women that work at our warehouse. But she be getting through there. But I guess what I was gonna speak about was like the weight of our boxes. You know, most of these boxes is light, but you do have some that's heavy. So if you can't really just lift 30 pounds, you know what I'm saying? This might not be for you, because you do gotta pick up stuff. You gotta take boxes into pharmacies. It's not really just physically demanding. Like, you can have a little dolly, put all your boxes on there, kind of roll them in. Me, I just pick mine up because I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And I want to stay young. I be sitting in this car. Look, I'm finna sit in here for an hour to get to my first stop. Then I'm gonna sit down in my car for another hour to get to my second stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind picking up the boxes, stretching my body, stretching my legs, and just picking it up. I be feeling like I'm aging sitting in this car. So, but if you like driving, you want some easy money, this is definitely a good option for you. What else should you know? Okay, so at my warehouse, I'm not an employee. I am a contractor. So what that means is, how do I get my money? To get my money, I have to send them an invoice with how much money they owe me. So let's say I end up working 10 days in this pay period. I gotta send them an invoice. I work this day, 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 this day. All of the days I worked, how much they owe me for each day, and I tell them which route I do. You know what I'm saying? So he got a number for each route. So I work this route, and that's how I send that in. We actually do physical paper at the warehouse, so we just write all this shit down on a piece of paper, and then we turn it in. And then I get my money can't remember, 15 days after that. If I do my invoice on the 21st or the 22nd, I get my money on the 1st. So however many days that is, not 15, less than 15. So that's kind of what it is. Like, let's say you work from, our pay periods is different. Other people, I don't want to go too much into this because this might not be how your warehouse do it, but I'll speak loosely because, at the end of the day, money talk. People want their money. I know I want my money. I want to know what's going on. I need to know all of that, when I'm getting it, how long it's going to take, because shit, you might not even have that much money to work. Like, nigga, if you want me to keep doing this job, I need my money immediately. So look, let me tell you, a normal thing. So I get paid twice a month. I get paid on the 1st and on the 15th. But the pay periods, it isn't from the 1st to the 15th, and then the 15th to the 30th, and then you get your money on the 1st. It isn't like that at my warehouse. At my warehouse, the pay periods is different. So basically, the pay period is from the 6th to the 21st. So however many working days it is from the 6th to the 21st, that's what it is. Usually on average, it's like it can fall anywhere between, depending on what's going on, like federal holidays, that stuff changes how much you gonna make in that pay period. I done had it where I done worked 8 or 9 working days in the pay period from the 6th to the 21st. You understand? So all you do is count each day that you worked in between the 6th and the 21st, and that's how much money you're gonna make. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know, how many days you worked, whatever your daily rate is. Somebody calling me and it's distracting me. I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So then the next pay period is from the 22nd to the 5th. So that's what it is. You turn in, let me take a step back. So the pay period is from the 6th, that shit loud. Well, I guess y'all can't hear it because I got this. So from the 6th to the 21st, I'll work, and then I turn in my invoice on the 22nd. Then from the 22nd, I'm waiting all the way until the 1st to get my paycheck. So you work from the 6th until the 21st. You do your invoice. Then you gotta wait till the 23rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 28th, 29th, the 30th. Whether it's it's 30 days in a month or the 31st. On average, like you're gonna be waiting like 10 days before you get all of the money until you get the money that you did from the 6th to the 21st. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not fucking y'all up mentally, bro, because it's not that complicated, but if you never heard anything like this, it's gonna sound weird. Right? So then you got your other pay period, and this is how you get paid on the 15th. So you got your working days, or your, what do they call it? Your pay period from the 5th until, from the 22nd until the 5th. So these are working days. You count up your working days from the 22nd all the way to the 5th of the next month. Let's say it's 11 working days. It is what it is. That's how much money you're gonna get. However much money you make each day, let's say you make $300 a day. Then you did 10 days of work throughout the 22nd to the 5th. Let's say you made $3,000. You gonna get that $3,000 not on the 5th. You gonna turn in your invoice. Then they gotta process it. You know what I'm saying? Then they gotta get you the money, whether they directly deposit it. It'll probably be quicker, but I get a check. So it take longer. Somebody gotta deliver the check to our warehouse. So I gotta work from the 22nd to the 5th. Then I get my money on the 15th. So 10 days from then. So usually you do your work, then you gotta wait 10 days after that to get your paycheck. But they really consistent with that. So this is why I spoke on capital. You need some money. You need some money kind of in the savings a little bit to make sure you can make it that long. Because you still gotta, before you get your money, you waiting on your money, you still gotta be able to do your job. You still gotta fill up your car. You still gotta eat. You still gotta take care of your car. You still gotta make sure if anything go wrong, you can fix it. Oil changes, you never know. A tire blow, you need all of that, bro. So you really gotta make sure you're setting yourself up for success. Another thing to watch out is just being sleepy, bro. Being sleepy. And one of the things you don't want to do is, it's so easy when you if you see truckers, most truckers, and them, why am I picking up my fork, man, my spoon? Because I'm thinking about eating this watermelon right now. This is usually when I eat my breakfast, bro. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what it's like. I got this much watermelon, bro. We don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We get down and active. And then I got lunch over there. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I was gonna speak on. Don't turn into the guy who drinking hella energy drinks every day. That shit's super unhealthy. This is something you should be prepared for. I'm glad I'm actually talking about this because you don't want to create bad habits and start hurting yourself, destroying your body because you're trying to make some money. Like, nah, bro, you still got to take care of your body. It's easy for you to just start buying hella fast food, eating out every day because you got money coming in. You making some decent money. You driving past so many restaurants, it's convenient. Nah, bro, you want to still pack your shit at home. If you got a girlfriend, if you got a wife, hey, tell her, look, this is what I need, you know what I'm saying? Something for breakfast, something for lunch. Take care of me so I can take care of you. We ain't doing that. A lot of these truckers, they be fat. They be having big old bellies. They eat, fast food a lot, greasy foods a lot. They not taking care of their body. They not exercising. They drinking a whole bunch of energy drinks. And then when they get off work, they drinking alcohol. And I'm not against, having alcohol. I'm not against you, you know what I'm saying? I know you want your caffeine, but look, bro, you don't want to rely on that. You want something healthier because you're going to be doing this every day. If you do that every day, bro, you're going to cook yourself. You're going to be cooked. So don't do that. Don't do that. You want to have a good routine. Like, usually every day I have a herbal tea, like some ginger root, I throw some cayenne pepper in there, some honey. It's good for blood flow. You know, I'm a young man. I want to keep my blood flow good. That's important. I eat a lot of fruit, especially in the summers, going crazy with the fruit. Like the past few weeks, I've been intentionally not eating anything but fruit until noon. So fruit and water. You see me drink a little bit of water, but I won't eat nothing else. I won't eat nothing else unless it's fruit. So that's been going cool. I feel like my energy level's been good. You know, it's been easy for me to get the ball rolling. Just eating cleaner, eating lighter is good. So if you're a beginner and you're trying to get on the road, taking care of your body is important, bro. You got a lot of time to listen to stuff. Try your best not to, you know, waste it on social media. Try your best to in the morning, if I wasn't doing this right now, I would have listened to something about the Bible. Or I would have did I would have listened to an audiobook for like personal development, you know what I'm saying? Or like business, or how to, communication. That's mainly what I would have listened to. Some personal development stuff. I would have listened to a book summary or something like that. Or I would have tapped in with one of my business mentors, seeing what they posted on their YouTube, see if it's some gems on there. I would have investigated something for my cleaning company, or, you know, that's usually what I would have did. You want to have good, healthy habits. Because after a year of doing that, I'm going to be better. But if you go a year of just eating unhealthy, you doom scrolling, you know what I'm saying, you're not doing nothing productive while you're driving, you're just listening to trash music. I mean, this music is bunk, bro. A lot of this music is trash. You just listen to niggas talk about how much money they got. You just listening to that all day, and he talking about having sex with somebody else's girlfriend. Like, bro, that shit bunk. That shit whack. That shit is trash. And that shit ain't doing nothing good for your mind. And you just vibing out, rapping it all day like, bro, you a monkey. Like, bro, you suck. You a circus, you a clown, bro. You just letting all of this negative stuff come into your brain, bro. You gotta have a filter. You gotta stop negative stuff from just coming inside of your spirit, getting inside of your brain. You can't be that open. You like a big ass portal for bad stuff. Like, nah, you don't want that. You gotta let good stuff pour into you, man. Put a store for you. So, let me see if it's any other shit I wanna speak on real quick. Okay, I'll leave y'all with one more tip. If you see something wrong with your car, you hear something different with your car, investigate it. Don't put it off. Don't be scared. Don't get on some. Don't shy away from it. Don't turn the music up and ignore it. Like, you want to investigate it. You want to know what it is. I don't care if you don't know about cars. Open the hood anyway. You hear it's coming up from the hood, go up there anyway and try to see if you can figure out what it is. If you hear something underneath the car, get underneath the car. It don't matter if your clothes get a little dirty, bro. You a man. If you a woman, you getting after it. You chose to be in this shit, so get underneath there, because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. And try and investigate it. And if you can't figure it out, that's cool. YouTube it. I mean, you know, use Google. Really, you gotta investigate it, bro, because if not, you gonna be the one who can't perform the job. You gonna be the one who can't make the money. You gonna be the one who gonna pay for it, not me. So make sure you standing on business. Make sure you standing on business. I had I missed my truck right now, and it taught me a valuable lesson. I blew my engine, for real. My favorite truck. This is my first truck. I'm not talking about like a cargo van. This is my personal truck. It's my baby. I didn't blew my engine because I was being negligent. I noticed there was something going wrong with it, but I was putting it off. I was scared to try and just apply myself and figure it out. I was scared to go up to somebody and ask them, like, bro, do you know what this means whenever your car doing this? Or if you hear this, or if you smell it, like, bro, I hop out and get to it, bro, because you got to be resourceful. This is it. This is how I'm going to end the video. You're not an employee, bro. You're an entrepreneur. You're a business owner. You might not have an LLC yet, but you're still a business owner. You can have a business without an LLC. Know that. When you're a business owner and you're not an employee, you gotta learn how to be resourceful. You gotta know how to be resourceful. Everything don't expect nothing to just come to you and land in your lap. Like, bro, that shit is not finna go like that, bro. I wasted so much time waiting for something to just come land in my lap. No, you gotta be more motivated. You gotta be an entrepreneur. You gotta have a motor. You gotta be resourceful. You can't be out here scared. You gotta speak up. You gotta know where to be. You gotta know how to get in the right places. You gotta ask the right people. You gotta use your brain. You gotta critically think, because you in charge of your own money. You in charge. It's not like you can just be some zombie at work and you just clock in and you just go through the motions. Like, nah, bro, you a business owner. Anything go wrong is on you. If you're on a job and something go wrong, something messing up, it might not be on you. You can just tell your boss, like, hey, this thing messing up. And now he gotta fix it. If you the boss of your company, bro, it's on you. Everything is on you. So you gotta be resourceful. You gotta know how to get shit done, period. And man, I'm gonna jump up off of here. I hope that this video provided some type of value. If you wanna see more of what it takes to be an entrepreneur, definitely consider liking and subscribing to my channel, because I plan on dropping more content, providing more value for you guys. So until next time, peace. Shalom.